Hey everyone, what's going on? Today we have a little bit of a different video for you. Today we are trying out a different Asheron's Call server. This is the Tower. So this server is very different from any stock emulator server. When you make a character on this server, you're going to want to pick an attack skill that you're going to use, and you're going to want to ignore creature and item. If you actually take them, they refund you. It's a very different setup. So for instance, I'm a missile character, and when I attack, it actually cleaves. So it's going to shoot the monster that I'm targeting, and it's going to shoot a different monster. So there's some interesting changes in that regard. And the goal is basically you start at the base, that's where I am, and you work your way up the tower. There's different levels. I think there's something like 20 levels as of the recording of this video. And I think I would describe this as a rogue-like Asheron's Call server. You're going to go out into the level, you're going to kill monsters, and you will get shards, and you will use those shards to buy gear. There is no looting. All of the loot has been disabled, and when you kill a monster, it basically has a chance to give you a shard. Now you're going to use those shards back in this base camp to level your character up. So for instance, we could use this missile weapons vendor here, and there's all different levels of gear. You can level up your gear by, buying better versions. But really, it's just a very fun go out into the world and kill stuff server. There's lots of interesting mechanics. There's secrets on the levels. All the levels are different. And I think one of the most interesting things about it is this Tower Soulstone. So if you use it, you're going to be on a personal instance of the tower. So if I go in this portal to the first level of the tower, it's going to be exclusive to Phoenix. If I hit this again, I'll be on the public tower, and there could be any number of other players on the server playing with me. I think that's really cool and interesting, something that I haven't seen in AC. So yeah, I think there's some things on this server that I haven't tried yet. I believe there's like a raid and some higher level things that I haven't gotten to. I've got this character to 41. It is a little bit grindy, and I haven't had too much of a chance to play, but let's get into some gameplay and we'll show you what it's like. So each level when you come in typically has a description of the floor, kind of tells you what to expect. As you can see, it's the Dungeon Master, and it's got a tower aspect, which is going to give you a kill task. Now, summoning is very valuable because it doubles the kill task, and also I have a higher level summons. There's some lower level ones, but you get credit for the kill task. And hopefully I'll show you quickly what I mean by this missile weapons shoots multiple targets. Maybe hard to see here, but yeah, so that just cleaved and killed two. And yeah, see, it doesn't shoot twice at the same target, but it shoots two different targets, which is pretty fun. Different. And I think, each attack skill has its own unique mechanic. So like War Magic, you attack like a melee, I believe, and it casts spells for you instead of you like casting the spells. But I haven't tried that out yet, so they've repurposed, obviously, what's the word I'm thinking of? Retail dungeons. Like this is the Drudge Hideout. So at the end, there will be another version of the tower aspect where you can talk to, you'll get your rewards for the kill task. Then there's a red dot boss on every level. So this is what we're going for. We're going for killing the boss. When you kill that boss, it will open a gateway. And now you've made it to level 2. There will be a new kill task. There will be a new Dungeon Master description of the level. And as you'll see, like, handling guard's last strength, withers before you, looting 1 items for 1 player because I'm playing by myself, and I got a small monster shard. So if I was playing with a fellowship, it would determine automatically who won the role, kind of like doing a raid in like World of Warcraft, and who would get the item. And when you kill a boss, you get a broken monster shard, which can only be used at certain vendors. One certain vendor, at least that I know of. And you can buy portal recall gems to get you back to the floor you're on if you die, because there is only that one life stone. We're going to kind of speed through some of these earlier levels and get to here. So you can see this is the Abandoned Shops dungeon. It's the same dungeon, but it's been customized. Obviously, there's that gate there. There's different monsters in it. There's mites and their incredibly annoying sound. And so this is kind of the gameplay loop. So you make a run through the tower, you get as high as you can get, progressing as far as you can progress. So for me, I've made it to level 7 on the tower, and then go back to town, buy upgrades, and then use your upgrades to progress further up the tower. It's very much in that rogue vein. So we didn't finish the kill task, so we're going to ignore that guy for now, but we'll kill the Might Warrior Princess. Sorry about the sound. And another cool thing here is if you beat a level in like a faster time than you've beaten it before, you will get a notice here of like, this is the fastest, your personal best time, which I really enjoy because you can kind of race yourself. So now we're in Folded Cellar, but now it's Maticurs and Lugians. I went the wrong way. I wanted to go in here. Yeah. I definitely died in here a lot because of the hollow weapons on the Lugians. That can be tough. And so there are certain points at different levels in the tower where you reach like what I would call almost checkpoints, where there's new vendors with new gear, different upgrades for you. And there's also interesting secrets, or I don't even know if they're secrets, but there's like fun, like kind of hidden bonus stuff, maybe you would say. So we'll hit some levers here, and then we'll drop down to the end. But you can see how, like, rocks and hollow weapons, you could definitely get killed pretty easily here if you're not paying attention, which I have a tendency to do. Summoning is really powerful because, yeah, like I'm still getting shards, even though I'm not actively fighting. So if you did fight, there's another NPC for the kill task right there that we just ran past. My least favorite thing about summons is when you screw up and don't get it to summon. So here's the boss for here. There's also this Fluffy. So if you kill this is why I have all these paws of Fluffy. And then also there is housing, which I haven't really messed with. But at the end here you can grab a mystical mug. Well, now I'm going to be trapped at the end because I didn't kill any of these guys. From what I can tell, there is a decent amount of other player activity. I think like around like 20 people online. But from, again, what I can tell, there's minimal macroing because you kind of have to... It's better to actively play, which I think is great, and again, why I've been enjoying it. Alright, so we just killed the boss. Now we'll head out and hit the portal. Here we've got some mad cows. And you can see I've gotten a mad cow mask, which is fun. Another kill task. This is the subterranean farm. I believe from Martine's Retreat. So as you can see, the levels are somewhat similar in terms of monsters that you fight groups of monsters, do a kill task, try to find some hidden things if you want, and then, keep progressing. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to my first checkpoint level, just to show what that looks like. Alright, here's the boss for this one. Ledge of Despair. This level took me a little while to beat. This is a little bit of a damage check. Because the Fions, they do vuln you and cast spells, so... that can be a bit tough. We're gonna race past this again. So you do still get XP like normal, you still level up like normal. Obviously there's not really quests for you to run, besides the kill tasks as far as I can tell. You can't get out onto the landscape as far as I can tell, which is interesting. So the reason that I'm going to clear here is because there's this cool Nifus here, which we can kill. And we looted an unbalanced pearl, which is like a... wand. And I'm gonna get myself killed just messing around. Lets you summon additional Mormon to your aid. Does that mean I could, like, use this? I feel like that's an item that's a work in progress, but that's cool. Alright, so then we're at the end. You could tell because we found the NPC. Got this Broke Stride Ribiton here. Level 55. So I don't know how I didn't mention this before, but all of the weapons deal nether damage, which is interesting. And I think the main purpose of that is for balance. See new personal best on floor 5 at 16 minutes and 1 second. So that's through a decent part of the tower as far as I've made it. I know there's a ton more to go. Definitely interested in trying it out further. But yeah, you can buy upgrades. So I only have the red ring, but I could buy the blue ring. So you can actually turn in items and get a refund on some of it, which gives me enough to buy this next ring, slowly upgrade yourself, which I think is pretty fun. Now let me just quickly show you the next base camp. So there's these NPCs over here. So there's an Adept, a Knight, and a Lord Tower Guard. So I've only made it to the Adept Tower Guard, but you can hand in the next tier of currency and get teleported automatically. So there's basically the next set, like for me, an archer, there's the next set of gear. And I actually have a couple of pieces of this already. There's the next set of weapons. Now the weapons are level restricted. So like I can wield this one, but I can't wield the next one because it's level 50, which I made the mistake of purchasing that before I realized it. So I wasted a bunch of my medium monster shards, but that's okay. So yeah, so there's all kinds of upgrades. There's like the mage vendors, void mage, life mage, war mage. There's finesse, light, heavy, and there's a two-handed vendor. And then there's like a vendor who is just for basic things, which I think is this guy. No, this is the guy who buys your old gear. Here's the guy who has just kind of the generic stuff. So yeah, when you get a chance, you can like upgrade. So like I could buy this, it's level 5s instead of what I have now, which is level 4s. And so you can slowly work your way up and get better items. So, but yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely like trying out what people are working on with different Asheron's Call servers. If you like to see this type of video, let me know in the comments. If you've tried the tower or play on the tower, also let me know in the comments what you think about the server. I really like to see this type of innovative approach to custom servers, so definitely enjoy trying stuff like this out. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching.